Good, come in, come in. Welcome back. I'm going to do quite a few bits and pieces today because we're going to ballast the tracks and we're going to measure a template for the platform. We've got to remove the footbridge, which is only held together by sellotape because I cut it in half because it was too wide. I'll do that later. Remove the platform, remove this, remove that, and then we get cracking with grassing and then ballasting. Okay, so we've cleaned everything away, and all I've done, I've stuck pieces of paper from the photocopier together. This area here is going to be a car park, so this is going to be the end of the platform. It's going to be a square end. So I put it up against the edge of the track as best I can, and now I'm going to mark with my fingers where the track for the other side of the platform is going to be. This is just rough because we have to do a final one in a minute. So that's now been cut out, fits in. I've sellotaped it as best as I can to the track because I don't want it to move really. I've got several tools that are very handy. This is my cobbled together gauge. I hope you can see that. So it's very roughly bits of card stuck together that ended up at 5mm thick. Now when the platform was in position for a train going past, 5mm to the platform edge gives a nice tight line. Excuse me. So what I have to do now is to up against the sleepers, and I mark to the best of my ability a line just like that. Now coming inside, this is a little trickier, and the reason it's a little trickier is because we first did our calculation to the track, not the sleeper. So, and because I've got a point sticking out there, I've got to be a bit careful to get it as close to right as I can. Okay. So this again, we're coming up. I expect you're all wondering what I do at the curve. Okay, this is my next little trick. I think you've seen it before if you watch my other videos. You have a pencil or something halfway along your longest coach, and then you run that through the curve, hoping that it's marked it all the way, which it has. So at that point there, that's where the platform is the furthest away from the track, and this one here, it can be very close because everything else will just miss it. And now we cut it out and see what a final fit is like. So there we have it. Track to platform gauge, my homemade one, 5mm. Yep, good, 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 good. Can't gauge this obviously, but when this comes round, don't think the camera can see it, it's going to miss everything. I'll now convert this onto a piece of 2mm dark card, grey card, whatever they call it. I'll have to glue it together in the middle. Then I'm going to put it on little bases or bits of wood or polystyrene just to keep it up slightly. Then I'm going to run a couple of trains past it to make sure everything does what it should do. So this is just using my iPhone. You can just see along the corner there we're getting into the curve, just touching it very slightly and just going over the top of it slightly. But if it was on the track properly, that would help, wouldn't it? This is just using my handheld iPhone now. As you can see, clearance to the side of the carriage is quite good. We're now coming up to the curve and we're getting very close there, and now we're clearing, and again a little close there. And if you can see the actual line on the side, I need to do a bit of trim there, but when the actual thing is running, it's so minor that it's not really making any difference. And this is on the other side. As you can see, the clearance is really quite nice and tight. No problem.